Hello and welcome to Learn English with Wordle for Monday the 7th of February 2022. This is a game that's very popular across the world now apparently and is also available in various languages. Uh, I certainly couldn't play this game in Thai though, it would be far too difficult. Now the word I have chosen to begin today's game is one that's a bit more unusual because I only have one vowel, and that's an O. And I'm also including a W, which is a less frequently used letter, so you might think that's probably a bad guess, but never mind, we've got an R, at least that might help. Now, why did I choose this word? I chose this word because last week I had to go to the dentist's, and I speak Thai most of the time. I live in Thailand, I've lived in Thailand for many, many years, and my general conversational Thai is very good. And for most things it's fine, I can get by, but then I realize sometimes we have these specific technical words that are difficult for people in various in a foreign language. Okay, now you probably know the word crown as like a hat, a fancy hat for a king or queen, and that's the main meaning. Of course it's a countable noun, but did you know that crown is also a countable noun and it means the covering of a tooth, a cap that you can place across a tooth. In my case, a cracked tooth, which needs some support, and that is a crown. Now, you may or may not know that it's also a verb to crown someone with two different meanings, one good, one not so good. Crown as a verb means to place a crown on the head of a king or queen, and to crown in a slang way means to hit someone, especially over the head. So if you hear someone say, I'm going to crown that guy, yuck, be very careful, watch out, it's horrible, violence is about to occur, and we try to avoid that at all costs. Anyway, so those are the meanings for crown, and since we have requests for some kind of idiomatic English, you might also like to know that crowning glory can refer to hair. Crowning glory, the top of the head, hair. Right, okay, let's see if any of these letters are in there. Only an R, and it's in the wrong place. So we've got a lot to go on here, right? I tell you what, let's go with the word alter. Now that was a quick decision, but I saw the R in the wrong place. I put the R where it possibly could go, which is at the end. And I was thinking, oh, let's alter the word, and the word alter came into my head. So an alter is a verb, of course, which means to change something. Now there is a homophone alter which has different spelling, but that's we won't deal with that. Okay, right. Shall we see if any of those letters? There aren't any repeats. There are. I'm just checking up. Are in there. Oh, that's a good choice. A great choice. Hmm. I tell you what, I've got an idea immediately. Something that's come into my head is the word flyer. Now, a flyer is a noun actually, and it means something that flies. So it could be an aviator, like a pilot or something like that. I guess anything that flies is really a flyer. And I think we do have an idiom, send someone a flyer, but I can't remember what that means now. So anyway, let's go on without the idiom. And let's try to see, no, oh dear. So those were not good guesses, but I have at least reduced the number of letters available. Right, and at this stage now, I need to start writing the word down so that I can get an idea on paper, because I think it's much easier to do on paper. You know, I do it like a hangman type thing, right? Now, could we have the Y? Flyer. Maybe. Could we have a U? Yes, we could have the word ulcer. No, we can't because there's no C. But anyway, U is kind of possible, although not, maybe not particularly likely. P, yes, of course. S, D, these look like possibilities. Slider. G, H. Let's just write down what's possible first. J, K, I guess. No Z, no X. V, B, and M. Okay. Now, do any of those look... SL looks like a common um, um, what's the word? Combination of letters, SL. But what would we have next? That doesn't look possible, because if we had SL, there's nothing really that I can see that would... Slyer? The comparative of the word sly? Okay, single word adjectives like sly, S-L-Y, which means to be cunning, crafty, that kind of thing. Single word adjectives, to make them comparative adjectives, we add an ER. So it's certainly possible, so I'm going to give it a shot. Slyer. The fox is slyer than many other creatures, and that's useless too. Oh dear, we're running out of options here. Get rid of the S and get rid of the Y. Oh dear. This is, I think this is the furthest I've gone. I don't think, oh yes, no, one day I did get to the very last option, I think, but that was because I didn't know the rules and I was playing it wrong. So, we could actually have bluer as a comparative for blue. Blue, bluer, bluest. Did you know that? That's possible. But it doesn't seem very likely. We're running out of guesses now, so I want to try and get it right. Bluer, no. Okay, I don't want to waste all day on this, so let's try bluer, which is another comparative. It's comparative of the word blue, right? You know, like the, I don't know, my curtains are bluer than my carpet, or something like that is possible, right? So it's a comparative of the word blue, because blue, even though it's a color, it is an adjective. All colors are adjectives. This is not looking very good, though, I must admit. Oh God, no! Now we're down to the last one. All right. Oh dear, this is the work. This is like nightmare. So what have I got? I'm just going to double check the letters. Oh, hold on a second. Have we got any? I guess E is still possible as the first letter, isn't it? Because we can have double letters. I learned yesterday. There's the possibility of elder in there, meaning like older. There's no O, but we do have E as a possible word like elder. Let's go for that. So elder is an adjective, and it's also a noun, and it refers to senior person. We also often use the adjective elderly, okay, with an ly. But I am not that confident, to be honest with you, but I know that we can have double letters, so it could be, and we haven't used the D yet, have we? That's still up there. If it's not, what else could it be? Let's see much else. Okay, let's give it a go, although I must admit I'm not that confident. Oh! Oh. Excuse me. Okay, just about got in there. Oh, I love this game. I'm really beginning to enjoy it. I've played 10 times. Okay, plus the 3 that I practiced with before I began this series. So 13 times and 13 wins. Okay, right. There is no way I'm going to put all of those into a sentence. I'm sorry, it just can't be done. Anyway, we often have the phrase sly as a fox, right? Which means, you know, the fox is supposed to be an animal that has a lot of cunning. And that's about it. And crown I mentioned at the beginning. So that's it for today. Thank you. Join me again tomorrow for more Wordle. Bye-bye.